Good morning. It is Friday, November the 22nd, and I am going crazy. I found the evidence that a cyber security expert, Stephen Spoonamore, found in the 2024 election that we have 600,000 bullet ballots that need to be checked. Numbers that have never been seen in any American election for bullet ballots. That in the other 43 states in this election this year, bullet ballots were 1% or less. But in the 7 swing states, don't look. There's no way Trump would ever cheat at anything. So nobody look for any cheating. Okay, sorry. Just had to get that off my chest. Why we Democrats believe the man who cheats at golf, cheats at taxes, cheats at business, cheats on his wives would not, tried to steal the last election 5 different ways or 4 different ways, wouldn't try to steal this one. Okay? But the numbers are in. Data cyber security expert Stephen Spoonamore has found over 600 votes across the swing states where bullet ballots are less than 1% normally. And this year, less than 1% in the other 43 states. In the 7 swing states, they're outrageously high. And if there are not paper ballots matching these votes, all of these votes are fraudulent. 5% of the Nevada votes, 7% of the Arizona votes, 11% of the North Carolina votes, 350,000 votes in North Carolina. Never been ever had that many ever in an election of these bullet ballots just for Trump. Now, a bullet ballot is a ballot where they don't vote down ballot. They just come in, they vote for one thing, they turn it in, they're done. They could do it for special referendums, for just a presidential election, sometimes for off years if they just want to vote for like a governor. There are reasons people use bullet ballots. And on average, every year, they're about 1% per state. Some states, like Utah, are very, very low. They're less than 1% of 1%. Okay, they're 100,000th of or 100th of a percent. Like everyone in Utah votes the full ballot. They don't just go in and do the one-liner. Some states this year, like Oregon, Idaho, I forget which one, had about 0.3%. bullet ballots. Okay? But 1% or less is normal nationwide. Except this year in the swing states. In the 7 swing states, we have crazy numbers of these bullet ballots. In North Carolina, 350,000, over 11% of the vote. If we do a criminal investigation and recounts of the 7 swing states, the election will switch to Kamala because the data cybersecurity experts don't believe there are real ballots for all these votes. He believes that due to the fact that the satellites, Elon's satellites, and just different things, he lays it all out. There is a letter. He explains it all in detail and explains how we have seen other things much more difficult than the stealing of this election. Just a few months ago in the Middle East, we watched Hamas have hundreds of their little pagers exploding. And he talked about that and how that was a much more challenging, complex scam, fraud, whatever, to do than to steal our election. And that this was actually very simple. He explains how it was done or how it could be done and multiple ways and how he would do it and how he does things more complicated. As a data security expert, he has to lay traps to catch criminals that are much more complicated than the stealing of this election. So please, everyone, forward this to every news agency you know of. Forward this to every podcaster, YouTuber, everyone. We must get this information into the public square. Read the links in the description below. I put Stephen Spoonamore's duty to warn letter where he lays it all out in the description. I have a link for his other interview he's done. Please, everyone, read this. It is Friday, November the 22nd. By Monday, the 25th, I want this to be on every news network. Trump stole the election, and this is how, and we're doing a criminal investigation and recounts. There is no reason for Democrats across this country, and I'm getting, yes, a little peeved, that we all want to fight for 4 years, but nobody wants to take 2 weeks and do a recount. We want to go fight for 4 years that Trump's going to be in office. But nobody even wants to stop and verify that the election results are real. So we need to stop and verify. Let's check. Let's check that stinky diaper and see who did it. Okay? We smell something. We see something. We need to double check, and we Americans need to all stand up. Everyone watching this video, forward it to 10 people. Tell 10 people. Call every news agency you know of and give them this information and demand it be examined, looked at, and we do recounts. Thank you. Love you all. I do. I just, like, this is my 10th video. I have emailed hundreds of people, and everyone is just like not seeing it. And I'm want this to be on every news network by Monday morning. Thank you. Love you all. Hugs and kisses. Okay? Together we can save democracy. Forward this to 10 friends.